Joining me now, I have President and CEO of the National Association of Wholesaler-Distributors, Eric Hoplin. Eric, always good to see you. So the president locked in these rates for 68 countries and the 27 members of the European Union, but then extended that start date of the tariffs for another 7 days. Does that allow you to prepare, or does it keep companies in limbo of uncertainty?
Well, really, Markey does both. Certainly, it gives us more time to get ready to respond to the tariffs. But I think, the best way to think about what's happening right now with trade and tariffs is the economy is on a bit of a roller coaster. The last couple of weeks, we've been going up, up, up on that roller coaster as we've seen trade deals with the European Union, Japan, South Korea, the United Kingdom. But now that we're approaching the August 7th deadline, we're really at that top. We're about to plunge where, some 70 countries are going to be seeing tariffs as high as 41%. And so what that is doing is it's creating a lot of uncertainty for businesses. And with that uncertainty is you're going to see major disruptions in the supply chain every time there's a change. And so what we're expecting, as we've seen over the last couple of months, is things are going to change. All of a sudden, we're going to have a new trade deal announced. And so we're going to be going back up on that roller coaster. Then there's going to be a country that maybe isn't negotiating as well as the president would like. And so we're going to slap even higher tariffs. And so suddenly we're going to plunge again. As we're going up and down with that uncertainty, what it does is it creates these disruptions in the supply chain, which ultimately impact the economy in a negative way. And what we believe is going to happen is soon you're going to start to see price increases for the American consumer.
Yeah, and just speaking of that roller coaster, I think a lot of people feel that to their core, that we've been on that ride, for quite some time. And I think that the everyday person at home, Eric, just wants to know, okay, when all of this officially gets baked in, right, what does that mean I'm going to pay for everyday items and essentials at home? What are you forecasting there?
Well, what we're seeing is you're going to have price increases regardless of the volatility, because now we're setting tariffs at a higher level in goods all across the economy. Wholesale distributors, we move products throughout the economy from food and clothing to medicine, building supplies, electronics, and everything in between. And as we're seeing these price increases, J.P. Morgan reported that about 50% of the economic impact is being felt by the wholesale distribution industry. Well, these are largely small businesses that can't absorb the price increases as a result of tariffs. They'd be going out of business, or they'd be having to lay off employees. And so as a result, they have no choice but to increase prices. We did a survey of our members, and 63% of them said that they're expecting to increase prices by about 10%. So we're seeing that's going to be moving through the supply chain, but it's also creating disruptions for certain products. For example, I talked to one distributor recently. He's the #1 distributor of artificial Christmas trees in America. And normally, they'd be selling a lot of Christmas trees right now to get them ready to be moving through the supply chain so they're in the stores in time for Christmas. But they've seen a drop-off of orders of about 60%.
Wow.
Because people are waiting to see what's going to happen with the tariffs. If those orders don't start changing soon, you're going to see a shortage of Christmas trees in America's stores. And the ones that are there are going to be more expensive than last year because of tariffs and because there aren't enough supplies. And so that's one example. It's the tip of the iceberg of many things across the supply chain that we're about to see those disruptions coming through, and that's going to have certainly an impact on the American consumer.
I have so many other questions for you, but I got to end it there, and it's wild to think that it's August 1st and we're already looking ahead to the holidays and what we need to be buying now.
We are indeed. Thanks,
Eric
Mark.
Hoplin,
Great to see you.
Thank you. You, as always, as well. Have a fabulous weekend.